We are going to be farming Naydra. So there are a few things you can get from this dragon. You can get Naydra's horn. You can get Naydra's spike. Naydra's scale. Naydra's claw. And Naydra's fang. You get the different parts depending on what part of the dragon you hit with your arrow. And in order to find Naydra, you need to know the path that Naydra takes in Hyrule. So this is the path that Naydra takes, marked here with the blades. So Naydra comes out of this chasm, the Naydra Snowfield Chasm, named after her. She comes out around and then goes south, past Hateno, and then past Kakariko, right here, through East Necluda, and then into this chasm, the East Hill Chasm. Once she's in the depths, she goes pretty much straight back to the chasm. So pretty easy loop here. The easiest way I found to find Naydra is going through this tower, taking a look around, going through this tower here, the Sarashra Slope Tower, taking a look around, even this one, Rebella Wetlands Skyview Tower. If you can't find Naydra in any of these towers, you don't have to wait a super long time. It's best just to camp out, I found, in Mount Arayu, and then wait for Naydra to show up in the depths. So that's what we're doing now, and I think Naydra should appear out of this chasm any minute. Looks like we're straight over it. Come on, don't scare me. There we go. So it looks like Naydra is in an active state right now. So there's an active and a passive or inactive state that Naydra can be in. You can see that the ears and the body are glowing and that the horn is kind of throbbing with light. And this means that you can take a piece of Naydra off and then Naydra will become an inactive state. So once you harvest a piece from the dragon, you have to wait a certain amount of time. I think it's around 10 minutes before Naydra or any of the dragons reactivate and are ready to be harvested again. Like reloading a save state doesn't reset this. Camping at a campfire doesn't reset this. Also, camping by a campfire doesn't move the dragon at all. That was very interesting. I thought I could just like reset the day over and over again and then check to see if Naydra would like start at a certain point. That is not the case. You have to just wait for it in real time. Man, this happened last time. It's like coming up through the depths on the dragon, like glitches the game. It's like the loading, it's not expecting you to do that. Anyway, let's go ahead and harvest a piece of the horn. We can see how the whole body of Naydra will change. So you can see the light pulsing through the spines there. Let's go ahead and take a piece of the horn. I think the horn is the best piece because you can fuse it and it just looked awesome. So if you are hitting right by where you are, you can just immediately retrieve your arrow and get that Naydra's horn. So this is the inactive state here without the throbbing light. It still looks really cool, but you can see that the light inside is not there. In addition with Naydra is you can see the cold temperature. It's not all the way to 0, but you definitely need double cold resistance, either with a meal with double cold resistance, or I have 2 cold resistance pieces of clothing here to give me that resistance. When you first come on Naydra, when you're farming, if you go to the spines, or spikes, whatever these things are called, I think I saw, yeah, nestled within them are these shards. So you can just walk on the back of the dragon, and you should be able to get about 10 at least each time they regenerate. So there was 2, 3, 4. Pretty long dragon. I don't see 4. Maybe not. Oh, there's a few more. 5, 6. Look in here. Okay, so not... I don't know if they're random amounts each time, but I got 6 that time that I saw. Another thing that's really cool is that when you're around the dragon paragliding, the dragon creates this updraft. And so I have about 2 1/4 staminas, but if I reset my paraglider, I can just get full stamina again. So that's a really good trick to know about. If you want to just travel, you can follow the dragon around Hyrule or even through the depths in this way and just have unlimited stamina. So, let's see, we did the path. What parts do you hit for what parts of Naydra? You can hit the face, which I can't harvest right now, but the mouth would be the fang. The hands right here would be the claw if you want a claw piece. The scale is like all of this body part. This is all scale. If you want spikes, I think they're called spikes. Are they called spikes? Yeah, if you want spikes, you can hit there once it's active. Right now, it's not active. But I think that's kind of a waste to wait for a recharge just to get a spike when you can wait for a blood moon or wait for them to come back a few hours later and just get like 10 of them. And then the horn is any of the headdress here, the horn, the spikes, antlers, whatever you want to call these. I think that the best item is the horn, but it's good to have all of the different varieties. So that's Naydra, and at the very end, let's look at the path one more time. So it comes up out of this Naydra chasm, kind of swoops down. You can see we're swooping down right now, coming up around to Kakariko, into this chasm, and then kind of comes back. So it's one big circle, half of the circle roughly being in the depths. Cool. Hopefully you can use this to find your Naydra pieces fairly easily. Thank you. Bye-bye.